Welcome in to the Bro Force Squad podcast, where we're just a bunch of bros drinking beer and talking movies. Is it still Halloween? Is it Christmas yet? I don't know. So let's split the difference and do a world-famous movie commentary.
Happy Thanksgiving!
I guess it's a Thanksgiving movie now. On Krampus, the Christmas horror film cult classic from 2015. I'm your host, the Mayor Jeff Hornacek, and we could not do this film without our legal counsel, Ronnie Cycli, our horror connoisseur. Ronnie, I have seen this movie very recently. You have never seen it, so you're going in blind. You said you hadn't even seen a trailer before this?
No, I honestly have. I purposely avoided it. I kind of wanted to just be guided by you through this experience because I'm very excited about it.
So this will be interesting. Putting a lot of pressure on me here to describe them. Are you going to describe the movie to you as we go through it?
I'm actually not going to watch it. So I want you to tell me throughout what's going on. I will judge the movie accordingly.
Your back is turned to the screen. You can hear the audio.
My arms are crossed.
So our movies right now, again, we're recording this about a year before you'll hear it, but Cycli rented it on Amazon, I believe. Is that what you said?
That's correct, yes.
So I'll put the link below on where you can stream it at the time, but we currently have our films paused. Mine's at the 23-second mark, yours is in the 40s, but the Universal logo is fully on the screen and frozen in ice. So we'll give you a second to sync your movie up there. If you need to pause us, go ahead and do it. This is Krampus from 2015, and we are going to press play in 3, 2, 1.
I'm excited about this. I didn't know Krampus. I've heard a couple stories about him. I didn't know he was real in Austria, right? He's a major part of the Christmas folklore.
Great guy.
And I believe Dwight Schrute mentions him in The Office.
Oh, yeah. I think he does, actually. This opening scene I love because it kind of sets the tone for the movie. Nothing says the holidays like someone getting murdered at a Best Buy.
That's the true villain of Christmas. Have you ever gone Black Friday shopping?
I think I did one time, and it was at like an Office Max for like a laptop.
I feel like that would be more tame comparatively to Best Buy.
Is there any reason to do it now? Like what? I know that some places have like in-store only deals, but all these retailers want to get the jump on Black Friday anyway, so you should just do your shopping prior to the Friday before Thanksgiving.
This is absurd. And the music.
Jingle All the Way vibes, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Why are they fighting over a stuffed reindeer?
I was going to say, a lot of this is over shit that people don't even want. And then the look of joy in that guy's face on the right.
He signed up to be a security guard just for that reason.
So I get a taser, right? It's a weird first question to ask in the interview, but yes, you do.
I feel like that should disqualify if that's the first question you're asking.
Mucho
Mart.
Is
not... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say Mucho Mart, a great name for a retail chain.
So this is not a B movie, right? They're not making it. It looks legit right now.
Without spoiling anything, once it dips into genre, there definitely is a feel of that.
Okay.
I have some good Horns fun facts for this one. So Michael Dougherty, the director, I told you this off pod, Ronnie, but he said that the first third of this movie, or I guess the first 20 minutes, are meant to play like a standard Christmas movie with an element of comedy. The second act then sets up the genre, and the last 35 minutes is just absolute fucking bonkers.
Is this all still at midnight? I mean, there's so many children there.
So you'll learn in a second when they show an advent calendar, but I believe right now it's the 22nd or the 23rd.
Oh, wow.
Which actually is the day we're recording this on in real life.
So this is just everyone who hasn't bought gifts. Everyone's just late to the game here.
And I actually believe at the birth of Christ, this is what actually happened. A couple of the wise men started throwing elbows at each other.
Oh, yeah, lots of children.
He's like, you brought frankincense? You knew I was going to fucking bring frankincense.
Could you imagine if you brought the gold, though? Wouldn't you be like, what the hell? You brought frankincense? And what the hell is myrrh?
What'd you bring? Myrrh? Are you cold?
I brought a bar of gold that's worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But no, that's cool gift myrrh.
We had a $50. Yeah, I wonder if one of the wise men was like, we had a $50 gift limit.
It's Michael Scott. One of them brings the iPod, the video iPod. It's like there was a $20 limit, dude.
Christmas is great because you can tell someone I care about you this many dollars worth. Let me just say this, Ronnie. Gingerbread, I get the festiveness of them, but does anyone actually like eating a gingerbread cookie?
I love ginger, I'll say that. I love bread, but not really. It's like fruitcake. Fruit, good. Cake, great. Fruitcake, nasty crap.
Nasty crap. Jim
Gaffigan. If you haven't listened to Jim Gaffigan's Christmas and holiday bit, you are missing out. Go YouTube that after.
So the start of the movie here, our main character, Max, he's talking about how he's kind of on the cusp of not believing in Santa anymore. Like he sort of realizes and that's a big part of the plot here, that it's not true. But he got in that fight during the play because a kid in his grade was kind of teasing him and saying Santa's not real. Why do you believe in him?
I remember that experience. I remember also a kid telling me when I was in kindergarten that Barney was not cool, and I got very upset. And then from that day on, I continued to tell people Barney was not cool because peer pressure works.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but that kid was wrong, right? Barney
is legit. I apologize to Barney for how I reacted. Also, I'm impressed with the cast. I mean,
yeah, good cast. Toni Collette before the Collette-assance, before like Hereditary and Knives Out and everything started with her.
I was gonna say Hereditary. I mean, she was incredible.
So the grandmother here, who he calls his Omi, Max, she is of, I believe, German descent. Wherever
she looks like it.
Wherever Krampus
Austria,
is from.
I believe.
Austria. Okay, she's Austrian in the movie. And an original draft of the script, according to IMDb, had her deaf as opposed to German, but they switched it in part for the cultural connection to Krampus.
I like deaf or German. Either one.
One or two.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, the cultures are pretty similar. I know if an Austrian is listening to that, that's probably really offensive, but I'm sure.
Why
I'm
are
sure.
you comparing us to them?
We don't speak the same language.
We are so different. It's like apples and oranges. Definitely Home Alone vibes here, right? The girl complaining about having to share a room with her cousins who pee the bed or something.
Yeah. That's a great picture.
Santa checking out her daughters. What the fuck?
Jeez.
I will say Santas in films are just made out to be deplorable human beings.
I mean, yeah, it's. I also feel like that in real life too. Not Santa himself, just some of the people who choose to play Santa. I have questions about it.
Yeah, it's just an odd career decision.
You gotta go to college for it too.
Yeah, that's weird too. So Omi here, we're turning the kitchen. It's a gift wrapping station. It's obviously Gingerbread Avenue, where she's decorating all that. I mean, a lot of work going on in here.
I'm getting evil vibes from her. I don't know if that's accurate. You don't have to spoil anything, but I'm getting something, is off.
Something's off about Omi.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that movie idea.
That's a good title right there. She's trying to shut this kid up.
Don't eat that gingerbread, man. Something's up with it. Oh, the way she just looked at that cookie. What does she do?
Kid'll be dead in 2 minutes. Movie over.
The parents got what they wanted for Christmas.
She's up here doing her OnlyFans, which wasn't even a thing yet.
She was ahead of her time. I think we could start an OnlyFans. I think we'd be pretty popular.
Honestly, if even one person paid for it, it would really up my confidence.
I'd be very confused.
Candy cane snowman bomb.
That's pretty badass. So how old is she supposed to be?
I would say like 15 maybe.
Okay.
And he's like 8. This is her uncle's gas guzzler. We can all relate to this.
Is there an earthquake happening, or am I just...
No, that's his Hummer pulling up.
Ah. I guess I didn't have that.
Last second letter to Santa. He's like, also send me your picks for the NBA on Christmas Day. I'm in a fucking hole. I need to hit this 5K parlay.
On my Bovada, I've really been losing a lot. So
I'm thinking of going all overs, but I don't know. If you've seen Fargo, season 1.
It
is, what's her name? I'm looking at the cast and I can't even find it.
Nothing like always the weird cousin showing up for Christmas.
Yeah, this kid gives me bad Santa vibes. Remember the kid with Billy Bob?
Yes. Oh my God.
Allison Pullman. That's
Yeah.
Linda. David Koechner, of course, from Anchorman.
Yeah.
Is Howard.
And The Office. Come on.
Oh, that's right. Todd Packer.
Todd Packer. Pac-Man.
See, they make fun of the casserole. That actually doesn't look that bad to me.
Because the Steelers lost. That's topical. I like that.
Yeah, last night, actually, they had a fucking... This is probably a year old, but they choked. Lost to the Bengals.
That's right, because Browns are about to win the division.
God.
This kid, oh my God.
His mouth is just perpetually open. It's like, dude,
how can you even do that with your lips? I don't think I can.
How does drool not just fall out? He's not giving Max anything.
Like, come on, man. It's your fucking cousin. Like, you can't be cool for 5 seconds.
I love the Pringles can and the side of his backpack. You know your fat win. Isn't that supposed to be for like a water bottle? Yeah, well, I'm
going to start doing. I don't know why I've never done that before. Just walk around with a Pringles can. Easy access.
Aunt Dorothy, who she didn't tell Sarah was coming to Christmas.
Of course. That always happens. So she's in a lot of things, right? She looks really familiar.
Yeah. What's her name? Conchata Ferrell. I'll look up her IMDb. But this is like classic first act for most horror movies where they're setting up all the characters as deplorable so that when they're inevitably picked off, you don't feel bad.
Yeah. You want them to go first.
She's in 2.5 Men. That might be what you know her from.
That's probably
Edward Scissorhands, Aaron Brockovich. Just a good character actor. Looks like.
These kids, man, I always love that, like, that whole family dynamic, that just, like, the stress having cousins over.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, good, they're coming. Fine.
Yay. They left their baby in the car also. Aunt Dorothy went straight for the eggnog.
Are you an eggnog fan?
So I used to like it as a kid. I haven't had it in a few years. I think I would enjoy it, but very small doses of it.
Yeah. I agree.
Sip it very slowly. How would you describe the flavor of eggnog?
I don't know. It's too much dairy for me. Milky and creamy.
Is there like a skim eggnog?
Probably.
That sounds more nice.
I just feel like, if I'm going to drink, milk shouldn't be involved for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, only have one. I'll be like, nope, I'm good. Yeah, there you go. Drink from the 2 liter straight. What is that? Is that Surge?
It's like a Surge knockoff, yeah. It's designed to give you diabetes by the time you're halfway through the 2 liter.
Absolutely. Didn't they bring Surge back for a while?
I think so. And then people started dying, and they were like, "All right, never mind. Pull it off the shelves."
We'll go back to Four Loko, like a sane person.
I firmly believe in How I Met Your Mother that Tantrum was based off of Surge.
It had to be. Tantrum.
They're like ripping a couch in half.
So they're not brothers, right? The moms are sisters.
Correct. Yeah, Howard married into the family, and actually throughout the film, he keeps saying when bad shit inevitably starts happening, we should have gone to my brother's. It's kind of like his running joke.
And
Omi is Adam Scott's dad. So there's really like relatives from each side of the family.
Okay.
Omi.
That's what my next question was going to be. Is she related to him or the mom?
His mom, yeah. Not his dad, obviously.
Well, in Austria, it could be dad,
Who knows? Yeah. Sex is ambiguous.
Is he eating what?
I think he just had stabbed that rotisserie chicken with a fork and
just went all in.
I do love Rosie the Bulldog, which I believe was the director's dog, Michael Dougherty, but I couldn't.
That's fun. If I was directing a movie, I'd definitely put my dogs in there.
It sucks because all my fun facts, none of them actually pertain in the movie for like 20 more minutes.
Wow. What are you, a Jew? Because they didn't have ham at the
classic Aunt Dorothy.
Are you a ham over turkey?
Oh, man, don't make me choose. Probably turkey, to be honest.
Pro turkey call, 'em nice.
How about you?
Yeah, I think turkey. I like ham, but turkey is just a little nicer, I feel like.
Turkey is more versatile.
I like the bow tie. I like this kid's look comparatively to the cousins, the drastic nature that they're pulling between
Yeah,
the
they're
two of
wearing
them.
hats at the table, like Jesus.
Yeah, on Christmas Eve, I assume, or is this still 2 days before?
Yeah, it is, I think, the 23rd, which makes their
Okay.
story even less likely. Like, Santa crashed his sled. Why would he even be in it? And of course, Max, he's like Ron Artest, if you can get him riled up.
He needs to jump over the table.
My Browning torch is broken. Macaroni and cheese and hot dogs is like the quintessential trailer park dinner, right?
It sounds, it's not a bad concoction. I feel like we had that a lot in elementary school.
Same. I think you can actually buy SpaghettiOs with chopped hot dogs in
Chopped
them.
up dogs. We'll chop the hot dog for you. We're going to make this as easy as a process. Nothing says you're giving up on life like
Right.
buying pre-cut hot dogs.
Like, I have to chop them myself?
God. Look at the athlete over here. This is a fucking fancy meal for the 23rd, I'll say.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Usually, what's that?
I'm pretty sure it's the 23rd. I know it's not Christmas Eve because this sort of dips into the next day, which is Christmas Eve.
That makes sense, but
they pickpocketed him.
I usually would say this is a day to, order in pizza or Chinese food, right?
That would work.
Dude, these asshole cousins. See, I've gone on rants, as you know, especially on the Home Alone, with asshole family members. If I am at this, if this is my family, I'm seeing one cousin bully another like this, why would the family not be like, hey, that's not cool, that's your cousin?
Yeah, even for Uncle Howard, you're kind of letting the inmates run the asylum.
Yeah.
Also, I will say one of the funniest things that you never realize when you're a kid is kids that are like 2 years older than you acting like you're a child and they're this mature adult. Like, you believe in Santa? Like, I promise 18 months ago you fucking wrote Santa a letter.
Well, that's what I love, because when you are a kid, it does feel, like, that's real. Like, we look back now, and 2 years of the difference between you and me and someone we know is nothing.
Right.
But when you're in 4th grade and someone's in 6th, that's a lifetime. You're like, oh shit, it's the 6th graders, man. They're going to beat us up.
That is true.
Like, the whole family is sitting there. Like, the whole family. It wasn't like it was just the kids.
Yeah, you're basically
his own dad was sitting there.
By being silent. It looks like Max is a biter. He has teeth into her.
See, I don't believe in the notion of, oh, you shouldn't fight dirty, dude. If you're in a fight, you go all out.
Whatever you got to do to kill them.
You got to bite. You got to pull some hair.
Yeah, so they were exposing his Christmas wishes. He wished for him and his sister to be close again, his mom and dad to be back in love.
How is that? Like, how can you again hear that and not be like, wow, that is so kind of my son. I'm going to continue the cousins just ripping him apart for this. Just,
Good handwriting by Max.
That's probably better than my handwriting.
Well, you're a lawyer, so I think you and doctors have to have bad handwriting, right? It's like part of the job. Yeah, so
it's actually part of our class. Yeah,
they have to survive another 3 days. So when do you think they would leave? The day after Christmas, or
maybe because he just did say they're leaving right after Christmas. See, and then he just goes, "This is what family is." I'm like, can't you have higher standards?
Yeah, just a very cynical take on life. The family is you fucking fight each other before the creme brulee comes out. Really? That seems odd. I gotta say this. We always talk about awesome kids' rooms in movies. Max's room kind of sucks.
I like the amount of board games he has. He's got like that dinosaur picture that he drew. That's pretty cool.
Scrabble, but that's not what the Scrabble box actually looks like.
And you're comparing who had the greatest room, like was Macaulay Culkin and Kevin McAllister. Having that whole attic was so. I was always so jealous of that.
That was sick. So was the Three Ninjas. If you go check out that series, theirs was badass.
Dude, Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, theirs was cool. 90s kids' rooms were awesome.
Yes. He's not a bad artist.
No. It's just a little self-indulgent to put your own work up. Am I right?
I know. It's like, dude, get it? Does he sign all of them too?
God, how pompous.
Is there going to be some? Is he going to like throw it out the window, or he's going to somehow get the letter? The letter's going to be involved. How did you
know that? That was a good. Yeah, he's kind of given up now. So, Krampus, the legend of Krampus, is basically, it was sort of like to scare kids into keeping the holiday spirit. When you give up on Christmas and the joy and, selflessness of the season, Krampus shows up. He's Santa's shadow, essentially.
He's his like body man.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, Santa, I got this. No one's going to fuck with you. I'm pretty proud of myself for guessing that. That's actually.
Yeah, I was very impressed, actually.
I might call it a day.
And we've been the Bro 4 Squad podcast.
If someone tries to get me to do any work today, they're like, hey, Ephraim, we have some questions. I'm like, no. Oh, shit. I said my name.
So you see right here, the storm's rolling in. Shit's about to hit the fan. This is good. So this is where we're about to switch into the second act of the film, where it sort of sets up the horror elements. And at this point, it's going to be a very slow burn, probably the next 20 minutes.
Looks like the Griswolds tried to turn on the lights again. All the power went out.
Yes, so now it's the 23rd. That's a creepy-ass advent calendar.
Dude, fuck that, man. That's nightmares right there. Nothing like waking up. Like, the week of Christmas as a kid, I felt like every day was... That would be the first thing I would do, is look outside for some reason, and that's creepy.
Yeah, so he says, I don't know who made that snowman, but this massive storm has rolled in. Power's out, so no PlayStation, which fucking sucks because his clan was about to make an epic run.
Could you imagine getting a PlayStation or Xbox for Christmas and then not having power?
I mean, at that point, I would say, Krampus, come murder me.
Yeah, I'd be like, honestly, I don't even want to live anymore. You can't keep the fridge open that long when there's no power. Everyone knows that.
And I gotta say, it does bother me when someone is a guest and they open someone else's fridge.
You can tell that's kind of family. They don't think about politeness.
Like, Howard, this isn't your home, bro. And like you said, the power's out. So now that thing's working as a cooler.
You know what I think of creepy snowmen? I always think of that scene in The Office where Dwight has all the snowmen in the parking lot.
And he's in one of them, or Jim thinks he is. He goes insane.
He's never been so scared in his life.
So Omi, this is very important, their grandma. Her role staying by the fireplace and why she does that will tie in to the Krampus legend. Big shout out to DHL that they still deliver in this.
Yeah.
Where's fucking UPS? Those guys are sitting on their ass at home.
They got their feet up. They're drinking some eggnog, man.
Lazy pieces of shit.
Wow, and red. Oh, it's not his. All right.
Yeah, that's why I said must be from the boys in brown.
FedEx is like, we could have delivered it. We don't.
Wow, really? Just leave us out?
Democrat. That's funny.
Socialism.
It's a big ass bag, though.
When are these kids not fighting? And he's always like coaching them. He's like, get them in a headlock.
Oh my God, not Derek. First of all, no teenage girl is going to her dad and mom talking about her boyfriend.
Yeah. But it is weird. Normally Derek does text back.
Yeah. What if they both were like, that doesn't seem like Derek at all?
Huh. Well, they are kind of, they're like, yeah, go bang Derek real quick and then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you call that a reversal? Plant your feet. God, my kid will know how to get out of that.
I literally like these parents. I would have never been allowed to go to a girlfriend's house with no power.
My parents would have laughed in my fucking face if I made that.
They'd be like, go back upstairs.
Like, you want to go out? Okay. Good one, son.
Was she boiling? What is that? What is that?
Hot chocolate, bro. Chill out. It's
okay.
only.
I was like,
you can trust her.
I don't know, man. I don't trust her. I know that the Germans throughout history have never done anything bad, but
right. Name one thing Germany's done negative in the world or hate-filled.
You can't.
I'll wait.
That's why this movie is so unrealistic. You're going to have the German be a bad guy.
So she's looking around like, no one appears to be in their house.
Why would you? I mean, I get that you're a 15-year-old girl and you want to be with your boyfriend, but this looks fucking miserable.
If he were a boy, then it would make more sense because he would be way hornier. He'd be like, okay, well, I'll walk 4 blocks in this in the day after tomorrow weather if it means there's a chance my dick gets touched.
We'll get frostbite to get laid.
Worth it.
This is okay.
And this is where like the color
creepy
palette really
laughing.
starts to change. I will say the sound design in this movie is very well done. This really, I view it as 3 different movies, right? It's like, it's a Christmas movie. That part has since ended. This part is really like a slow played horror. Yeah, what is that thing? And then it goes just crazy again, bonkers off the walls the last 30.
Yeah, I like to think I'm brave. This is the first thing I'm doing is running back home.
He's probably just with Dish Network trying to get the signal back. They're very committed customers to it. Your volume is a little high.
Yeah. Turning it down. It looks like the Beast right now from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. What an athlete. We think he runs like a 4.340.
This is, damn, you got a first round outside linebacker. Absolutely. Yeah.
He can even play like pass rush downs. He can play with his down.
Easily could guard a tight end or a receiver if need be. Mm-hmm. Just push him up. Yeah, go into the DHL try. Oh.
So the DHL guy's manager's like, so I know you're frozen to death, but you're still going to finish your deliveries, right?
He's fine. Yeah. If there's anything I know about being frozen, it's just he's going to, come back in the future when he thaws.
Yeah. I mean, he's out of sick days. I don't want to be that guy, but like this still would count.
He was 3 days away from his retirement.
Oh, God, that's always the thing, right? This part is classic horror trope, but I love it. Like you're either hiding in the closet or under a bed.
I'm intrigued. Oof. So I don't know what. I guess maybe we'll find out. Is he some sort of? Obviously, he has antlers. So is he like a beast?
Yes, he is. He like hooves.
And there's a hooves.
Yeah. Which makes it even more impressive that he's able to jump from roof to roof. You don't have good grip with those things. What if he just had Air Jordans on? What? I'm sorry. I'm a slave to consumerism. Aren't we all?
He actually has LA gear there for the light ups.
The Skechers light ups. It's called Fashion Honey. So as this gets creepy, another fun fact I have here. Krampus is a huge part of Austrian and German folklore, and in Austria and southern Germany, they have Krampus runs where men dress up as Krampuses and parade through the city streets to scare children. That sounds horrifying, but very fun.
That's the most German thing. Hey, let's have a parade where we scare children.
I hate music boxes. Just so
especially
creepy.
When they go slowly. Bum, ba-dum, 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 bum. What is happening? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Worst gift ever.
Wait, does he die?
I won't spoil it for you. Cut back to the house.
Oh my god,
There's another snowman out there now. What's happening?
Fuck? And then the way the limbs are on that one.
Some kids have a sick sense of humor.
God. I'm creeped out, man. There's no cars, no people. Not even this.
You might die of boredom before anything.
God, and when I think about life, like even 100 years ago, I'm like, well, how the hell did they do anything? How bored were they all the time?
Yeah, imagine how many conversations you had to have with people. Ugh.
If I go to the bathroom and don't take my phone, it's like torture. What did they do all day? I can't go 2 minutes.
So the mom's saying Beth should be home. The dad's like, she's fine. I can already tell you, she's going to run all over the dad when she gets older.
Oh, yeah. Well, sadly, she's not going to be getting older, right?
That's true. She might not be running over anyone.
Not when you're dead.
It's going to be real hard to rebel against your dad when you're not alive.
If we ever have kids, that's exactly what we're going to tell them.
Watch Krampus. No.
It's a good documentary. She can't be. I wonder if she's gonna be dead or not. I mean, don't spoil it, but
Max has to be the voice of reason. He's like, it's been like 2 hours, and as funny as she is.
Again, that's gonna be me as a parent. I'll be drunk, and my kid will say something reasonable, be like, "Oh shit, you're like 8 years old, and you're way more responsible than me."
I will say,
sweater.
yeah, she has the sweater game for where's her character's name? For Linda is pretty on point in the movie. The one she had on the day before was great with the penguin.
I'm surprised you didn't say Puffin.
That one was an actual penguin, unlike the one in the living room, right?
Of course. It's actually outside this year.
Wow, guess you lost that battle.
Well, I mean, I won the war though. That's always been the wife used to not want any kind of decorations like that outside, so I put it inside long enough for it to annoy her.
So Omi kind of has an idea what's happening, and we'll learn why in a second. But her job is to keep the fire going. She's vigilant about that.
She knows. Well, she's speaking German too, so.
Mm-hmm. He's like, look, Omi, this is not a good time to point fingers, but that hot chocolate tastes like shit that you made.
And honestly, your brain is just going, because I've never spoken German to you. This is weird.
It's bizarre. Yeah, I'm worried your frontal lobe may be like detached.
This is actually why we had the family. We think this is going to be your last Christmas. So.
I know I shouldn't be telling you that. Kind of defeats the purpose.
But you have Alzheimer's, so you'll forget it about in 5 minutes.
Okay. Mahalo. So Howard's like, dude, my fucking Hummer will crush this storm. Watch this. Hold my beer. Which he might actually have a beer. Global warming my ass. One of the most important things in a time like this is who gets to control the aux cord, you know?
I got a good playlist just for this type of weather.
Yeah, I have an apocalypse playlist if you want to throw that on. It's a bit
Bing
dark.
Crosby, did you know, fun fact, that White Christmas is not only the best-selling Christmas song of all time, it's the best-selling song of all time.
Really?
Yeah, learned that yesterday.
Wow.
So we're here for a good time, but we're here to learn, everybody.
This is educational, if nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
what does he do for a living?
This ties into the movie Snow Day from Nickelodeon, where they've successfully stopped the snowplow.
Oh my god. I'm like literally intrigued right now on what's happening.
I thoroughly enjoyed this when I watched it. We still have about another 15 minutes till shit gets really off the rails.
But so far, I'll say, like, it doesn't feel... Because, you know, you and I talk about those movies that are made to be bad, and then that's a fine art because you can do it well where it's fantastic, or you can do it bad and it just is just terrible. This so far, I feel like, isn't trying to be bad. It's actually...
Well, that's where I'm excited to see your opinion of the last 30 minutes when it gets a little nuts, because it's weird. They go for it, really.
Yeah.
And if you were enjoying this, I enjoyed all three phases of the movie, but this certainly kind of sets up a different last act than we get.
It definitely is over the top. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's like based in some sort of, realism, but it's just not doing, like, when you watch really campy horror movies, like, it's just, the acting or the writing is just not there on purpose.
Yeah. He's like, here's my wife's gun. What do you think Rosie the Bulldog is thinking right now?
I always feel like bulldogs have the most human-like emotions when you're, like, looking at them.
Yeah, they're like, I don't want to do anything but move.
And eat.
A lot of fire hazards here. Like, look how close the candles are to the wreaths. And I don't want to, I know we have big things to worry about, but...
It's just someone's got to mention it, though, right? Like...
We'd be doing a disservice if we didn't. I don't want it to catch on fire, and I'm like, fuck, I should have said something about that. Yeah,
you know how many lives you just saved to the people listening who might have candles? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, if you did save 2 lives, that's quite impressive.
Yeah. So the sisters here are kind of realizing, we've been kind of shitty to each other.
Nothing like, being in a scary situation to make you appreciate family.
Something's on the roof.
Probably just squirrels.
Probably just the Dish Network guy.
Footsteps. Yeah, those are squirrels.
It's our drunken neighbor. He does this like once a week.
Don't mind him. He does laps.
Every time the Jets lose, he gets blacked out and starts climbing on people's roofs.
So needless to say, it happens all the time.
Yeah, it's a weekly tradition here.
That's good acting by the baby. Damn.
Imagine if the baby was like the biggest diva on set. Like late to call times and like,
these are not the Pampers I requested.
I'm not coming out of my trailer until you get the right sippy cup for me. See, Omi knows something we don't.
Yeah. You know, I feel like she could help us out by telling the family, but she's just wanting the attention to herself.
Omi, would you like to share, preferably not in German, what you think is happening?
9.
Okay, well, I understood that. So this is Derek's house, and someone turned the AC on.
Makes me think of watching Titanic when at the very beginning of the film, and they're looking at the actual recovery at the bottom of the ocean. Someone's like, someone left the plumbing on.
A good one, dude.
Damn, is that a knife and a teddy on
Yeah,
the fridge?
and Howard says what we're all thinking. He's like, someone's fucked up in the head. This is rated PG-13. I would have liked an R rating.
You know, at that point, go for R. You know, who are you making this PG-13? So you're just not cussing as much?
And there's a lot of gingerbread eating in this movie. Like, the gingerbread industry must have funded it.
That's a weird photo for a family to have in their living room of their son and their son's girlfriend, I guess. I mean, maybe they're serious.
Do you not want to remember sophomore winter formal for the rest of your life?
I think if I try to put that, like a picture of me and my high school girlfriend in our main room, my parents would be
that's
like,
different because you're married to another person. Like, that's a totally different
Why? I should do that as a prank one
This
day.
isn't Derek in his wife's house and he's putting out photos from like old dances.
These are hooves, big ones.
So Howard has to make it again all about him. You know, I've hunted a lot of shit before.
Could be an elk or a goat. Those are vastly different in size.
When he says, what kind of goat walks on his hind legs? I wish a goat would walk in like me, asshole.
This goat, honey.
Why
Greatest of all time.
Why is he a sassy goat?
Because only a sassy goat would walk on his hind legs.
That's true. He's got like a leather purse.
And somehow he's trying to snap, but he can't because he has hooves.
All right, so they heard something run out of the house.
It is like 2 feet of snow.
So he's screaming for Tommy. Who the fuck is that?
It's the Green Ranger.
Oh, yeah. We could use him right about now.
Yeah, that's why we need the fucking Power Rangers. Oh, shit.
Something's got him. Vibes to A New Hope here in the trash compactor.
I was going to say I like it because it's like, you know, usually you see something like that in water. But the snow...
Yeah, it's a cool...
You know what? The creature is in there.
I had read, too, this is another Horns fun fact. This, again, tough on the actors, but the snow in this movie is made up of shredded diapers.
Used?
Obviously, yeah. Shit all in them, and then they shred. They got them much cheaper.
The actors are like, what is this? That's an impressive... I wonder how you come up with that idea.
So, Adam Scott's character Tom was able to save Howard, although, you know, what kind of a loss would it have been if he died? But his leg is fucked up.
I'm going to make another prediction. I don't think Howard makes it through the movie.
Interesting. Well, his Hummer definitely didn't. That thing wasn't even paid in full yet, is what really sucks.
Yeah, he's gonna go under on that for sure.
He should drive it back to the dealership. Like, honestly, the guy barely backed it in, is what happened.
It's a lemon, I'll be honest.
Sir, it has no roof or engine.
See, Omi, if you tell some people what's going on, he would still have a leg.
It looks right next to Aunt Dorothy. They have a photo of Max and all these candles lit, and it looks like a memorial for him.
Ooh, is that like, foretelling here what's going to happen? Jiminy Christmas. Well, that's why it's PG-13.
Watch your fucking language.
Did you just say Jiminy?
It doesn't help calm people down when you're like, it's just a scratch, and one woman goes, Jesus.
Probably just a bear trap.
Under the snow in a suburban neighborhood.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, that's definitely what it is.
That's why even Max is like, that's a pretty bad story to come up with.
Really? He's like, I know I'm 8, but that's dumb.
This is where Aunt Dorothy really not trying to be a team player. Just watch the fucking kids, bitch. I've been feeding you for 2 days.
If I remain the cool uncle who doesn't have kids, and I'm at my family's for Christmas, I'm definitely going to be like, hell no, I'm not watching the kids. That's why I didn't have kids. I'm going to keep drinking by the fire. That's not my problem. Don't put your responsibility
for your children.
Yeah. My one role is to be the drunk, fun uncle, all right?
And I am doing that right now.
Ooh, keep the fire
Here's
hot.
where Omi gets really cryptic. It's like, we would have liked maybe a game plan here. Okay, I got a fun fact about this. The peppermint. By the way, peppermint schnapps and cocoa. Never tried it, but.
Oh yeah, come on, man.
Where's my fun fact? Here we go. At 39 minutes, Howie Jr., which is this gentleman right here.
Oh my God.
Drinking out of the cup was, quote, flagged as a moment of concern for the MPAA, as it showed a child drinking a sip of spiked hot coffee, or hot chocolate, excuse me, and they worried it could land them an R rating.
Oh my God. That's so stupid.
Do you have a butcher, or like, what is that, a cleaver? Do you have something like that in your house?
No. Probably should, though, just in case for the scenario.
I mean, that's for like a butcher shop, right? Like, you're like hacking up.
But they are German, so I mean, every house is kind of a butcher shop, I think.
It's true.
With the amount of meat they consume.
She wasn't at Derek's. Maybe they eloped. Yeah, maybe that, or maybe like a giant reindeer monster fucking killed her. One of the two.
I mean, I'm with Howard here. You can't go back out there.
Yeah, rarely do I agree with Howard, but in this instance,
it's gonna have to. You know, I am proud of my. Done a lot of fires this winter season, so I feel like I could be keeping the fire. Everyone's safe.
You guys have a great fireplace.
It's been nice. Never really used it before.
Howard's like, we need to go find Krampus because I need to get his insurance information for my Hummer.
I think we can still fix it. It's not going to be totaled.
He better have full coverage. I swear to God.
Krampus would have full coverage.
They see Krampus. Krampus is like, my neck hurts.
Ow, it's whiplash.
Like, clearly you hit me. Well, that's not what happened. What if Krampus is just like those people in China who jump in front of cars to try to get insurance?
And then you tell them you have a dash cam, and they're like, and then they just run off.
They run off.
Shit.
Yeah. Or he hops on his little messenger bike and pedals away.
Beth's just with her boyfriend. You literally just went to that house, and it was completely destroyed with a knife and a gingerbread on the fridge.
Yeah, but honestly, Cycly, they're weird decorators. That might have just been their Christmas theme.
That's true.
So one thing I do love in movies is there is always, and it's an important part, but there's always the person that's like optimistic way too long, you know? And that's kind of what Tom is being right now. Like, Beth is dead.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's safe to assume. And he's, keeping the faith. It's important, but at a certain point we need to be like, bro.
I mean, he should be like, hey, I'm just saving a bundle on college. She was a few years away. She wasn't getting a scholarship.
You think she was getting into college?
I mean, she's still gonna go. She's gonna pay for it. That's all. I'm just saying. He needs to take the W.
I guess, man. No extracurriculars is what's really gonna hurt her.
I know a few seconds ago, probably like 30 seconds ago, there was a scene outside, and the snowmen were getting closer to the house. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, they're about to come into play. Also, how do they have enough wood to board? I mean, great.
Yeah, where is this wood coming from? If I had to board up windows, I'd have actually no idea what I would use. I guess you start breaking down.
Do you have any wood just laying around at your house? No.
I mean, I have firewood, but that's not going to be used for boarding.
We'd have to like rip apart your TV stand or something.
Yeah, you would do the furniture, I guess. That still wouldn't be enough.
Howard now is kind of having his realization, like, you know what? I fucked up.
You should get some sleep. Yeah, no, I'm not sleeping then during this period. Dude, it's creepy.
Yes, it is.
Are we? How do you have normal behavior when you look out and see that snowman? You're like, wow, the neighbors came and did a snowman right on our front steps. That's totally normal. It wasn't there 20 minutes ago.
Omi's been acting different. Honestly, son, she was fucking weird before this whole thing started.
No, if anything, you're older and realizing it more now. She has always been weird. You've just thought it was funny.
She's a whack job, and I hope you didn't drink the hot chocolate. I had 2 of them. Okay, well, you're pretty much dead then, so... I don't even know why I'm wasting time giving you advice. You're not going to make it to lunch.
Yeah. At that point, just get your kids very drunk.
Just good parenting.
So now he's a good father. Like, you saw your son get bullied and, just now you're like, oh, I'll be there for you. Because we might die.
I don't think any of them suspect anything crazy yet. It's just, Storm. Because the only one who's seen Krampus so far is Beth.
Yeah, but how could they not expect anything crazy? Again, there are snowmen getting closer to your house. How is that not?
Yeah, it's weird. Max hasn't even mentioned that. He's like, well, that's whatever.
And those snowmen would take a lot of time to build, too. Like, you would notice the neighbors.
Snowmen are hard to build, for sure. I would guess we have about 5 minutes until this thing, it's just a fucking adrenaline ride to the end here. So we're towards the end of the second act.
Definitely intrigued on what's going on right now.
I do think they set it up, but you see why I said it's a slow burn.
Yeah.
We're almost 50 minutes in, and...
Oh, no. Is the fire out?
That's the one thing Omi kept. She wouldn't shut up about it. Also, I'll just say it. If all you make is gingerbread cookies and hot chocolate, sorry, Omi, you're not that good of a cook.
No.
That doesn't count as the fire, though.
I was going to say, come on, man.
There's sort of a, it's like symbolism here when they show their iPad is about to die.
But this is the true gift of Krampus, is the family who hasn't been close. They're all sleeping together in the same room, there for each other.
Yeah, never mind the fact that it's literally for survival. It's.
Sometimes it takes death to bring,
Yeah, if it takes death to bring you closer together, maybe you just stay separate.
So the iPad just died for me. Are you ahead?
No, it just died for me too.
Okay.
And now they're hearing steps above them.
Yeah. How can they let the fire have gone? I mean, come on, guys.
This right here is one of my favorite shots in the movie. Very directed, great ambiance. Also the creepiness of like him freezing to death. Yeah, this shot right here.
I'm really liking this. Ooh.
That's just... At first I thought it was his tail.
Oh, is that the gingerbread from the other house?
It is a gingerbread man.
Oh my God, that's
Now I have
hilarious.
to say this because it starts to get a little bit off the rails here, but the gingerbread man is voiced by Seth Green.
Wow.
Yeah. That guy has had an interesting career.
This is kind of funny. Imagine waking that up and seeing this.
This kid's like, food? I mean, I'm down. He probably pissed his pants from that Mountain Dew 2-liter that he had.
If you're getting up and you think your midnight snack is a gingerbread cookie, I'd be like, come on, dude, you can do better than that.
But whose snack doesn't typically hang from a just burnt out fireplace on a hook?
Yeah, this doesn't seem suspicious at all.
Couple Star Wars homages here. This kind of feels like Chewie in Return of the Jedi when he gets caught in that trap because he tries to eat the dead animal.
Oh my God. Damn, you're just going straight for it.
Wow, big bite there. That almost looks like a muffin.
The Muffin Man?
Who lives on Drury
Lane?
All right, well, I mean, Krampus, I hope he did his leg workouts because to pull this kid's fat ass up.
Well, I definitely take back what I said about 20 minutes ago.
Which is what?
When I was like, yeah, they're not doing anything really too campy and over the top. That was really ridiculous.
I told you it gets insane here. It's about
the gingerbread just wrapped the fuck around him and it's taking him up.
That's like the 10th weirdest thing you're going to see in the next 20 minutes.
Oh,
Call
man.
911. Yeah, that'll work.
A gingerbread is taking my fat cousin up the chimney. Yeah, we'll send someone right over.
This is where you can kind of tell some family members really aren't pulling that hard. Like they could they could live without making it, you know?
But is that a good thing or a bad thing, the fire, you know? Because, like, I thought the fire, you want it to be hot. I mean, you don't want to die, but...
Right. I mean, just let the tree burn in effigy.
This is very much like her scene in Hereditary.
Ooh, that kind of makes sense, too.
Was this before or after Hereditary? This was 2015?
Yeah, this is before.
This is probably how she got cast in Hereditary. He's like, I really liked you in that gingerbread scene.
She's like, thank you. I've actually heard that a lot. He's like,
That's a fucking wide-ass chimney.
That's a good fire extinguisher, though, man.
Yeah.
And he knew exactly where it was. Max is coming up clutch here.
That's a good shot. I have looked up my chimney. It gets narrow really quickly. Honestly, if he had eaten a little more gingerbread, he might not have been skinny enough to fall through. He could have been fat and it would have saved his life.
Yeah, but at this point, you know, it's just a little late for that in life. He's fat. I mean, it's what it is. And Krampus knew that, and he lured him to his death.
Yep. Krampus is always watching.
So here Howard's like, it's all my fault. I wish someone would be like, yeah, kind of, actually. I mean... Omi's like, sorry, I'm back on fire duty. That one's on.
Yeah, that guy's my bad. Won't happen again.
Like when Mark Sanchez would throw a pick. My fault. Yeah, no, we know.
Yeah, no, who else would it be?
He threw it right to the defender.
Hey, that butt fumble, guys. Come on, that's my fault. Well, yeah.
All right, so this is an interesting scene here. We're actually going to go. There's an animated sequence as Omi is about to give this.
Right, but can I ask a question? Why is she only now about to tell them what they needed to know?
That's a good
kids
question. Maybe she was like hoping that it wasn't what she thought it was. I like this sequence. I could see why some people don't, but
all right, I'm liking it so far. So is she telling the tale of Krampus?
Right, and she basically had what happened to her is what's happening to Max right now.
I'm liking this shot. This makes me think of the tale of the three brothers in the Harry Potter films, where they cut away when Hermione's telling a story, and it's kind of like this.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, so she lived in an impoverished Austrian town. Definitely not because of Hitler at all. Like, you know, he did his best.
He did his Jesus.
And they tore themselves apart, and we're going to get into... She basically gave up on Christmas once they were sold out of the PS5.
She bought that one game. Did you see that glitch on that game?
No, what is it?
Oh my god, I can't remember the date. But like basically the game was so bad, Sony had to pull it off the shelves because of all the glitches.
Now I want to buy it.
Yeah, there's like, if you go look it up, there's like penises and boobs coming out of the character's clothes.
All right, you have to tell me the name of it after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's a bandwagon.
So she's angry.
She's like, I'm out. And again, when you give up on the Christmas spirit, this Krampus really is just scaring kids into believing in Christmas.
This is, you don't want to be driven by fear, you know?
Fear leads to anger.
Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Yoda shows up before Krampus comes and kills your parents. I just have to tell you.
So, I mean, do we like Krampus if he's trying to get people to like Christmas?
That's a good question. I mean, he definitely, like, you kind of bring it on yourself, really. It's not like he just shows up. Krampus shows up, and instead of eating the milk and cookies you set out, he actually makes you bake a different treat for him.
Santa doesn't like oatmeal raisin. Oh,
he's like,
fuck.
He's like, I'll wait. I need a muffin loaf.
And by the way, that game was Cyberpunk. I couldn't remember the name.
Oh, wow. That had a lot of fanfare on it. Like the Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, it got pulled. But anyway, sorry. You just popped back in. I do like this scene. I like what they're doing with it.
And his helpers are the gingerbread guys, and we're going to see he's got some other people aiding him. This is really just setting us up for the craziness of the end. He's creepy. I'll give you that. I love the monster design.
But I like he winks. He's like, we're cool.
Hey, mad respect. And he leaves her this little ornament. Everybody gets a souvenir. Go to the Krampus gift shop.
This one's free. You'll actually get 10% off if you come within the next 2 days.
You got to bring the ornament, though, so we know that you're a customer of mine. And she's like, Max, I think you fucking called him back.
Does the family believe her? Or are they like...
Well, Howard, of course, doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, you just saw a talking gingerbread take your son up a chimney.
Yeah, but that's too crazy, right?
Rabid Easter Bunny.
I get it, though. If I'm Omi, like, okay, you couldn't even speak English 10 minutes ago. You know what I mean? I'd be like, and now all of a sudden you know exactly what's happening to us. I mean, losing Howard Jr. may be addition by subtraction. I hate to say it.
No, really. You're all safer for it.
Plus, he was just going to eat into our food supply.
Oh, man. He's delusional. He's losing it. I mean, yeah, like, it is his choice. If it's his kid, man, you got to let him go.
Oh, yeah. Once he opens the door, now things are going to get fucking crazy.
You just let him in. Is it one of those, like, he's invited in if the door is open?
Like a vampire?
Yeah.
No, but Cycly, this next 2 minutes, we might lose you. I don't know. We'll see. Because now it's about to get full insanity.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
So the snowmen, now people are obviously building these. It's a service you can pay for. It's like a subscription.
Honestly, this kid is just very talented. I just don't know why he's doing it on our lawn, is all I'm going to say.
Yeah. You have your own fucking yard, and there's plenty of snow there. So these are the Jawas.
How many are there?
The sand people scare easily, but they'll be back. And in greater numbers. Toni Collette is very, like, she plays the freaked out person very well.
Yeah, she does it. Yeah. And if you haven't seen Hereditary, absolutely watch it if you can handle that kind of stuff.
Yeah. He's like, we keep the fire hot. He won't come down the chimney. Now, Omi, I know you're the oldest and most decrepit, but we're going to give you the most important job.
At least that's not as creepy as the 23rd count on the...
So now that it's Christmas Eve, we get to open one gift, right?
That was always our rule. That
Same
was our thing. Yeah. She's like, ooh, is this one for me? Like, people are dying.
Yeah, but ooh, this looks like that book that I asked for.
They're all going to smell. I mean, I don't think anyone's showered in 2 days. Those kids are still wearing the same hat.
Let's be honest, though, Ronnie. Even if the water was working, I don't think those kids would have showered in 2 days.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Story time with Omi. She set all this up just to get these kids' undivided attention.
Ooh, I don't like that bag. I forgot about that bag.
Oh, it's fine. You don't get nondescript bags dropped off on your porch often?
Oh, all the time. There's always white powder in there. I don't know if that's what that is, but...
How drunk is Aunt Dorothy right now?
Dude, if this was me, you know, both of us, we would just...
You'd have to be, right?
Imagine if Banner was here, too. Banner would die first, right? Like, he would get really drunk and then head out.
Yeah, he'd be like, I got this. I have a plan.
And we would never see him again.
Yeah. I'd be like, well...
We'd be like, Banner, tell us the plan. He's like, no, I'm just going to go do it.
It's like one of those secret plans. I would just lock the door and be like, he's not coming back. Let's just be realistic.
Yeah. It was really... We always will have the memories with Banner.
And then on his tombstone, it'll say, he had a plan.
We still don't know what it was, but he had a plan. Died sliding into first.
So Tom's idea that he's about to tell them, I actually think is a good one.
Is she in the attic now?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are their presents. I think they're kind of like Uncle Eddie. They were having a tough year fiscally. You know, he made some poor stock investments, so the Christmas presents are not what they used to be.
Yeah. I would at least get a subscription to the Jelly of the Month Club. That would be nice.
Those don't just grow on trees, man.
Don't open that. Don't open that.
Yeah, she's like, what's this gift?
You already opened one gift. Come on.
Rules are rules. Do you think we can make an exception considering we're all about to die? Also, you would look at it and be like, this wrapping paper is clearly nothing that we own.
Comparatively. Okay, good. Save the day.
Yeah, I want to get these rewrapped. Oh, well, sorry, we're trying to find our 2 kids that are missing. But no, totally wrap that.
I wish if you look at the map, it's actually Kevin McAllister's from Home Alone.
Like, why is this written in crayon? Just pay attention, okay? So you want to set up Matchbox cars? I mean, I don't hate it. Yeah.
Marv and Harry are actually Krampus.
Yeah.
The wet
This is our house. We have to defend it.
Now you're just straight quoting Home Alone. What? No.
Okay, yeah, and the microwave macaroni and cheese dinner. This all feels like a weird fan fiction.
Well, we put hot dogs in ours, so really, you can't say we're copying.
Yeah, there are hot dogs in that, right?
Oh, shit.
Before I eat it.
And they're all coming to life here. So how did you, because obviously we're getting into just building into more of this. How did you hear about this movie? I don't think I had heard about it.
I actually think I saw a trailer a few years back, and Adam Scott was on another podcast I listened to, How Did This Get Made? And he had referenced this film that he did as kind of being like a cult classic.
How did it do in box office terms? Because I feel like I just don't remember it coming out. I probably did when it happened.
Yeah, I don't. I'll look up the total box office gross. I mean, these movies are such like a niche audience.
Mm-hmm.
If I knew this, I mean, it's my own fault, but if I had known this was out at theaters, you and I probably would have gone.
Oh, absolutely. Like, that's why I'm surprised I missed it.
It made $61 million at the box office. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that actually is surprising.
And on a $15 million budget. So after P&A, you got to think it almost doubled. I'm surprised we haven't gotten any talk of a sequel. How bad would you have to pee to continue walking up here?
I gotta go to the bathroom. You go first, and I'll be right back.
And these kids just think Beth's all of a sudden in the attic?
Wait, oh, that's not her.
I mean, we have the subtitles on, but if you listen to it, it doesn't even really sound like her.
So were they saying they're getting a divorce right then?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, because she goes, "Have you told Max yet?" I didn't know what they meant.
Oh, I think she meant about the plan. I could be wrong.
That might be it, but I just wasn't sure because it just said that.
Now would be a great time to drop on your kid that you're getting a divorce, right?
Hey,
look, I know your sister's probably dead and we're all being picked off one by one, but your mom and I just can't make it work.
But isn't that good timing and perspective? They're like, so you're not as worried about it anymore because we might die. So
he's like, and honestly, the only thing getting me through this is that I can get a sweet-ass 2-bedroom apartment right by the airport.
You're saying I get 2 Christmases?
That's exactly what I'm saying. See, that's the attitude, Max. Love it.
Oh, man.
Howard, I know the leg injury is bad, but he's kind of using it to keep himself out of the fighting.
Also, like, I love bulldogs, but that little bulldog isn't going to do shit for you. Like, come on.
No, she just runs away.
Like, I'm good.
But I don't know what you really want from her. Her job is to lay there.
Literally the only part of a bulldog's life. That and slobbering.
Sounds like my ex-wife. Just lays there and slobbers.
Damn, you going after Rachel hard.
I just want her back so bad. This is a very easily accessible attic. Like, you just walk right up the stairs. And
at this point, why don't you make that into a bedroom, man? Like, go Home Alone.
You could rent it out even, you know?
So are the other kids missing up here, right?
Yeah, they don't know that are they twins, the 2 girls? I don't think so, right?
I can't tell.
They're like a year apart.
Yeah.
But this is where I forgot there was actually this much of a slow burn between them opening the door and coming upstairs. And I've been teasing this for a long time, but now it really is about to go full.
No, but I like the fact that it's. You're right. Like I like the fact that it's a slow burn because I'm sure it does continue to get more ridiculous. But like you can lose. They're still telling a story. You can kind of tell.
Right.
So like
But it goes off the rails here. Like Aunt Dorothy, that's who you want raising your kid. I would say Aunt Dorothy's like 3 times divorced, but there's no way she could get 3 people to marry her.
Dude, you can't hold her down, man. She is an animal. Like she can't party. She can't be locked down to one person. She hits the clubs every week. I really wonder where they're going with this. Yeah. I really, that's what I'm liking about it. I don't see where they're going with this.
Well, Howard's about to have his rematch here.
I will say Howard has made it longer than I thought.
He's a survivor. Mainly because he's been sitting on the sideline with that leg injury.
I really thought he was going to be the first to go.
Yeah. If Vegas was taking bets, he would have been like minus 420 to die first. He's like, I stashed some weed in here. It'd be a great time to light that up.
Gotta be. Oh. Oh, no. What the fuck?
Again, I love the practical effects they use, like putting this together on set. Who knows what it would have looked like. So that is a child's feet.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
So this thing ate the kids.
Oh, my God. This is kind of like Pennywise.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I'm assuming it ate both the kids. And now we get kind of a small soldiers homage here where they shoot like those corn on the cob holders.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's kind of the point of no return for the film.
We should have gone to my brother's. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's a few good one-liners.
I can honestly tell you, I did not see gingerbread men shooting nail guns at people in this one. Hey, Rodney, if you think there will be gingerbreads shooting nails, then I would have said no.
Why would I ask you that?
I don't know. It'd be a very specific question. I'd be confused about that.
I'm going to text you a timestamp here.
Cool. That's actually twice. Oh, my God.
Twice?
Oh, my God. What the
Yeah, this thing is creepy.
What
Get it off.
happening?
The creepy angel doll is...
Is it always the same, or can he just empower different toys? Oh, man.
That's a good question. I'm not sure about that. He has some other people that come to help him that are traditionally with him. Get it. What just blew up? What would you shoot?
Man, these gingerbread are very emotional.
Yeah. Well, they don't like being exploded.
Damn, that teddy bear is freaky too. Like they're really, I'll say it is over the top, but man, these things are really scary.
The creepy image of the clown thing swallowing a child is kind of harrowing.
Have you ever heard of the game Five Nights at Freddy's?
I have, yeah.
The teddy bear kind of looked like that.
Oh, really?
God, yeah. I have that on my virtual reality headset, and that is so fucking scary. I'm not even lying. I have to take the helmet off like every 5 minutes.
What is the premise of the game?
Basically, you're like a night security guard at this haunted, like Chuck E. Cheese, essentially, and the animatronics come to life, and they're basically trying to kill you, and you have to just keep certain lights on or not like look them in the eye. It sounds really silly, but it's actually really scary, especially when you're doing it virtual. Yeah. But it looks like that fucking teddy bear right there that's killing them.
Yeah, we're having quite the battle in the attic right now.
See, I was thinking, I didn't expect this, to be honest with you. I didn't expect, different toys, different haunting things. Wow, that is just...
I will say Krampus is, like, if he doesn't have to do it himself, he employs a.
Well, you got to have a deep bench to make a ride.
For sure.
Like.
Oh yeah, I think that's the other kid. I'm sure that the guy was about to eat that kid as well, but.
Oh.
Yeah, I do kind of like when they get a little bit of momentum here.
My God. What is that thing?
Yeah, I can't figure out if the thing if the clown is connected to that like tube.
Because why is he seeming like he wants to get away?
So they have to say fudger. I mean, it's kind of in line with, I guess, the ant character, but also.
I don't understand why they just don't go full R here. I mean, do they think they were just going to get a lot of teenagers, in high school coming to see this?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what are we preserving? You just got to steer into the skid.
My God. So they survived, all right, for the most part.
Yeah, I think everybody except the kids made it out. But I do think, except for their baby, Howard and his wife have already lost all three of their kids.
I mean, got to be dinks, double income, no kids. They're really going to retire early.
Yeah, although the IRS is going to be like, but what happened to all these kids that you had?
You claim dependents, actually?
Well, they're dead. Does that count? No, that doesn't. Aunt Dorothy hasn't gotten off her ass.
I mean, dude, respect the game. She is like, she made the choices she made with. I have no problem with her.
You have no problem with her?
No, because that would be me.
Defeatist mentality.
Well, there's one of the kids.
Oh, the Stevie, whoever the one that was laying there. Your dogs are doing way more than Rosie.
The dogs are threatened.
Well, they see Rosie trying to get in the vents, and they're like, I can do that job better. I mean, Max is kind of leading Rosie to her death. Like, what do you think Rosie's going to do against what you just saw? They're like, Omi, if you know the offense they're running, now would be a great time to give us some sort of strategy here. And now Omi's like, when I was child, I don't remember the roof caving in. This is what happens if you don't step on the 2x4s in your attic. Got to be very meticulous. And then if you're this guy, I mean, we already saw you. You could just gone down the stairs.
Okay. What I miss?
The fight has now been moved into the living room.
Good.
They seem to have some gravitation towards Howard.
Well, yeah, he's a douche. I mean, I appreciate that about Krampus.
I think he has a beef jerky in his jacket. This thing's back. The little creepy-ass teddy bear.
Ooh.
All right, Dorothy. I love how it has blood. Like, why? Good teamwork.
I mean, come on, man. Like, he's obviously a living creature. And you were bashing on Aunt Dorothy, man.
Oh, yeah, shit gets nuts now.
Oh, like it hasn't been?
Well, like, now all the elves come in. He's got evil elves.
Of course.
This gives me, like, a weird, like...
Oh, my God.
I mean, it's not rated R, I know that. But, like, a darker version of, like, Mr. Freeze's henchmen from Batman and Robin. The way they kind of, like, run in with the ice.
Where's their hockey pucks?
Or honestly,
at some point, are you just not like, all right, I'm going to take the L. We clearly lost this one.
Well, when they grab Dorothy here, they're all kind of like, you know what? That's a trade we're willing to make.
We get draft picks for Dorothy.
I mean, you're not getting much back for her, let's be honest.
Yeah, but she was at the end of the contract anyway. You know, you got to get something for her, otherwise.
Which is why I don't get why Krampus wants her, you know?
He wants a deep bench. I mean, he's okay with the veteran players. Respect to Aunt Dorothy saying that's her last words.
It'd be really funny if the elves were like, guys, we can't, she's too fat. We cannot move her out of here.
I did not do upper body strength this year, guys. Honestly, this is...
Yeah, Howard's gone now. So at this point, it's like, all right, let's just take inventory of who we have left.
Ooh. Why are they leaving? I mean, job's not done.
Grab a cookie on your way out, guys. We can't eat all these.
I like that.
I feel like at the end of waiting, the elf points at like one of the kids. He's like, "Why the fuck you pointing at me? What'd I do?"
But you're cool. Fuck you and you. You're the biggest piece of shit.
What's the line in Half Baked? Screw you, you're cool, and screw you.
You're cool.
Like an old guy just sitting there.
Get that fire going.
Omi, the hopeless optimist.
Where are you going to go?
Yeah, the whole plan was predicated on getting to the snowplow, and now knowing that there's 15 elves in your front yard, I just don't know how realistic that is.
Oh, yeah. Was the electricity coming back?
Krampus is just fucking with him.
He's outside on the control panel, like...
Yeah. So it looks like the breaker went out. You can come in here, hold the flashlight for me?
On, off. Can you please stop doing that? That is not good for our system.
Yeah.
I mean, so where do you go in sub-zero temperatures in the storm?
Right. Well, you go get a Starbucks first.
Yeah, you got to get a hot coffee.
So do you think at this point they're basically like, all right, Beth is dead. She
is so far removed from their thoughts.
This part I always thought,
damn butt, man.
She's being very dramatic, but I always thought this part was funny because they close the door and they freak out that it's locked, but the whole living room is just exploded open. Like,
yeah, you could just go in the other room.
Remember that time 30 seconds ago when 15 dark elves just crashed through the window? Yeah, we could just walk through that.
It's still his mom.
Yeah, but she kind of started this, you know. She has unfinished business.
He's really an optimist. He's like, look, we lost Beth. We don't have to pay for college now. Omi's going to go, and we don't have to worry about Alzheimer's and dementia anymore. Like, there's some victories here.
Also, part of the problem, I think, might be she keeps calling him Krampus. like he's like a puss, you know? And he's probably like, it's Krampus.
Oh, my God. Can you just get it right? We've known each other for 80 years.
I think you're purposely pronouncing it wrong.
Oh, see, he's too fat for the chimney. Like that, sometimes you need that sign that you need to lose a little bit of the weight, and I think that's it.
He comes down, is like, this was a real wake-up call for me.
Yeah, you know, I'm ordering a Peloton.
Now, diet starts tomorrow. I mean, it's Christmas.
Well, you know what? Probably in 2 days, because then it's Sunday. And,
yeah,
you know, I'll start on a Monday.
You know, the relatives are still here. I don't want to start. I mean, what am I going to eat salad while we're all?
And then wait, it's New Year's next week. No, I'll just wait in 2 weeks. The diet starts in 2 weeks.
Yeah, plus the Peloton will probably take a little while to get here.
Actually, we'll wait. Yeah,
I can't exercise until the bike gets here. That's just not even possible.
No, so yeah, probably March. You know.
Look, I don't want to be one of those people at the gym January 1st. You know.
Yeah, I'll wait till all those people who aren't serious stop going.
Like what? So this is
like, what's up?
The rematch.
Long time no see.
He's like, oh, I forgot you only speak German.
This is the scene in A New Hope. If you strike me down.
I'm getting General Grievous vibes from.
Ooh, whoa, dude! Is he gonna go go to downtown on her? Because she's like, look at that tongue.
God, you were the one that got away. What?
Are they gonna talk? I mean, like, you know. I feel like there's been a lot.
What is there really to say, Ronnie? I mean,
first of all, how are you? You know, that would be nice.
We both made choices in life.
She's like, what did you get me?
She's like, if you don't like it, here's the receipt. It's stupid.
No, I like it. I don't need. Yeah, give me the receipt though. But I love it.
But why do you need the receipt if you like it?
No, just tax purposes. but I bought it. No.
Very diligent to log every gift you get. The IRS really won't know.
I was expecting more of a. I hope we go back to that because I thought there was going to be a little more of a confrontation between them. I thought there was going to be discussion.
I actually can't remember what ends up happening with Grandma and Krampus. Omi, I guess. Is Omi German for like grandma?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nice shot.
He's gotten pretty good with the shotgun, I have to say. Tom's a quick.
Now they have to go.
Yeah, he's kind of seeing the writing on the wall. He's like, we're not all going to make it through this.
Where are they going to go? That's what okay, they're splitting up. How is it going to be any better for them?
He's really putting a lot of faith, too, that the snowplow will start.
Yeah, clearly, in this weather, it's going to be revved up and ready to go.
Hopefully the guy has a good CD in, too. Because I noticed he didn't have the USB for anyone to plug in their iPhone.
It's a Bluetooth snowplow, or did you get it? Oh, is he accepting it? Wow.
Man, this little
What a sacrifice.
The creature under the snow is just like undefeated. There's no game plan to beat him.
Dude, he's a submarine, man. Like, what are you supposed to do about it?
I do like how dimly lit the whole thing is.
Yeah, you mentioned the color change.
I read it was all shot on a soundstage, which makes a lot of sense.
Dude, I can only imagine how the cleanup, like you said, all the snow is dirty diapers. Not dirty diapers, shredded
Not
diapers.
dirty, but yeah, shredded. The actors would be like, yeah, there's literally no reason for us to be in shit all day.
Whose idea was this? Imagine this kind of cleanup. Oh, is she going to go too? Jeez, are we losing everybody?
Yeah, I mean, this serpent monster under here just, like, caught fire. It just started hitting rain in threes.
Tell you, that's what I like about this team. Tomorrow it's going to be someone else.
That's true. Tomorrow it could be
going to be someone else. Yeah.
Or it could be the teddy bear. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah. Like, who are you supposed to defend? You focus on one guy, it's going to be someone else. I don't know how to drive stick. Isn't the kid like 8 years old?
Yeah, although his fucking cousin will probably be judgmental about that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the elves are creepy.
Dude, yeah, this kind of Strangers vibe now.
Not homage, but sort of a callback to what happened to the actual tow driver. Because at first Howard was like, damn, he must have flown out the windshield. And Tom was like, well, it looks like someone punched through the glass.
So that was surprising.
The serpent is equal opportunity. You can be on Krampus's side or a human. He's gonna pull you.
He's just hungry. He's gonna eat.
Yeah, they all taste the same.
He has feed me tattooed on his stomach.
Get him the ball. So they're just carrying her away. He's like, I don't really know what you want with my cousin. She sucks.
So we must have been. So that was it with the grandma. That's all we get with Omi.
Yeah, I'm guessing Krampus came back to just finish the job.
Dude, Krampus. Dude, kind of want that. Like, scratch my back. That would feel so good.
That would feel good. So now he's passing along the ornament, as is tradition.
And I like that. Like, he is old school in that sense. There's the letter.
Now he's kind of realizing, oh, I caused all this.
How dare I be emotional and rip up my letters and throw them outside, killing everybody.
He's like, was the letter too dramatic? I don't know. I kind of get my own head when I'm writing.
So is Krampus like, I did this for you?
No, he's basically saying, like, this is what you get for not believing in the Christmas spirit.
I thought Krampus was like, hey, these people were assholes to you, so I took care of them. And the kid's like, this is not what I meant.
Well, it's kind of the same deal with Omi, right? When she was a kid, like her parents were kind of shitty parents, but that doesn't mean Omi wanted them dead.
Krampus
Even
is
though
known as an overreactor. He's like,
he takes things a bit too far, yeah.
No. Just because I'm upset doesn't mean kill everybody. Are you sure that's
He's
not
like,
what
I
you
always
meant?
do this. We'll have a watch party for the game, and I'll order way too much food. Now, this is like the after party that Krampus and his team has.
They play like spin the bottle.
There's a DJ. They don't play spin the bottle cycling. They work together.
That's what makes it crazy.
God, the office would be so awkward next week. Who's catering this? I hope it's not like sandwiches. I hope they
It's
actually.
like, oh, it's absolutely Quiznos.
Ugh.
You can't do that, man. Can't triple stamp a double stamp. Can't triple stamp a double stamp.
Krampus, like, you realize I already killed everyone, right?
Yeah.
This would have been a great realization for you to have maybe like beginning of the day.
It's not a grenade, dude. Krampus is like, I gave you that. How dare you?
Wow, right in front of me? At least wait till my back is turned.
Yeah.
That's like someone gives you a flyer and you throw it away right in front of them.
You're like, what?
And here's him kind of overreacting a little bit. Well, I'm going to open up a portal to hell because you threw down my gift.
I mean, dude, you can't be mad at Krampus for this. If you came out and gave a kid a gift like that and then just threw it in your face, like what a brat.
He's like, yeah, I killed your whole family. You still didn't learn.
You are so ungrateful. It's like a volcano.
And it was Max is just mad. He's like, you got me a homemade gift. That's like not even really trying. It means
Like, and
more.
it's not even like saying my name. Like you could give this to anybody. I don't think this was actually meant for me.
What are you talking about? It's totally meant for you.
Krampus is one ugly guy.
He's kind of like the cousin. His mouth's always open.
What if it is the cousin time traveling and killing everybody because of that? How they made fun of him?
Bro, save that theory for the end. Max is like, what about reversies?
Krampus is like, no one's actually asked me that before.
Huh. You actually took the time to talk to me, you know? We never really get this far.
My therapist always said someone might care, and I never believed them.
Oh, God. He's like, wow, you're crying like a little bitch.
What is this liquid coming out of your eyes?
You don't lick it. Krampus.
They're all so confused by this. Like, this is, we've done this 1,000 times, and this has never happened.
Yeah, the elves are like, I swear, if you make us go undo all that shit we just did. The one guy's still partying. He's like, I mean, Stevie was going to get killed anyway. I don't really. Krampus is like, all right, let me kill one more.
Look, we have the portal open. Like, it would be an injustice if we didn't kill as many as we could.
You know how much electricity it takes to close this thing, Max?
I'm going to really respect this movie if he kills them all.
Oh, yeah. Well, was this like your old Christmas, huh?
Are you sorry? Are you?
Yeah, sport?
Oh, wow.
Little Frodo vibes, right?
Yeah. Wow. What, I mean, is it going to be all a dream?
Drops Max in the hole. Back to his lame-ass room.
Or did Krampus grant his wish and undo everything?
What are his sheets here? Reindeer?
Are we going for the dream approach or what's happening here?
I'll let the scene play out and then I'll give you the couple theories that people have.
Run downstairs, man.
The color palette is significantly changed.
Yes. It's also like kind of hazy. Like is it a dream? How's he not going downstairs? Like that would be the first thing I would do. Would be like, are people alive?
Well, he's looking at the advent calendar. He's like, I didn't even eat the chocolate for this day, so someone has some splaining to do. Again, definitely more of like a glossy look, right?
That's what I was saying. Yeah, it's like hazy. It's like everyone's glowy a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Seems a little fake.
Aunt Dorothy isn't drunk yet. Yet.
Well, she's about to be. She just said, I haven't been this hungover since the Pope died.
It was a rough time for all of us. We all grieve differently.
Damn presents. I'm intrigued what's happening
this morning.
Mm-hmm. She's just speaking. Yeah.
Yeah, she speaks English now. How convenient. Once the war ends, all of a sudden you speak English. Dogs have some theories on. His cousins are cool now, although Maxi Pad, bit of a fucked up nickname, but that's okay.
Yeah. That's creepy.
He killed it himself, though, and he had to reattach the foot. So what happened to the foot? That's what I'm wondering.
Bear trap. Is he going to wake up and every day is going to be Christmas? And which makes every day not Christmas and it's really torture.
You know, because the whole point of it is it's special. So pay close attention to kind of his family's reaction here.
Ooh.
Still no receipt. So again, if you don't like it, you're stuck with it.
He's like, I gave this back.
Jesus. I mean, it's pathetic at this point. I don't want it. So his mom sees it. Their reaction to it is very interesting to me.
What is happening? Are they all remembering?
Well, there's one other shot here that spawns a lot of theories, and then we can, for probably the only first time ever on a commentary, we'll have a bit of a post-movie discussion here. Omi's reaction is different than everyone else's, which is interesting.
She just starts drinking. Oh, man.
Toni Collette's face especially. She's like, what the fuck?
I think what I'm taking out of this is that they realize they're all dead.
Well, yeah, hang on.
Ooh.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers homage to when Ivanus traps Rita and Lord said. And he's got all the other snow globes in here. He's just ordered Pizza Hut also.
He's a collector.
So that is Krampus.
Wow.
Now, Cycler, let's get into it. According to IMDb,
Krampus.
The movie's ambiguous ending has spawned two fan theories. Number one, that the Engels and their family are trapped in the snow globe, condemned to repeat Christmas morning for eternity in a twisted version of hell. Or two, they were given a second chance, and the snow globe is Krampus' means of watching over them. Although writer-director Michael Dougherty has refused to confirm which theory is true, the tie-in comic book Shadow of St. Nicholas confirms that the happy ending is the true one. The comic has murdered characters resurrected without any hint of a twist, showing that Krampus is willing to give people a second chance as long as they prove they've learned their lesson. Unlike his grandmother, Max was brave enough to confront Krampus and prove he learned his lesson, which was why Max had his family returned and his grandmother's didn't.
I'm going to go with the former.
I think so too. I think they're all dead, and this is like a purgatory or like a.
And I think exactly to what you said. And obviously, I think if people have listened to us before, we clearly like the darker theme. You heard me say earlier in the movie that I'll respect the movie more if they kill everyone. I've always kind of felt like that. That's why I love The Strangers. But the way they had, like you said, glossy, hazy scene, everything looked a little too perfect. And then if they get a second chance, then why would they all react in a horrified way, essentially, when he opens that gift? Because to me, it symbolized them realizing that they're in this eternity that, we might have seen, that might have been the 100th time.
Yeah.
And they always forget. And then they remember. And then it's just torture. And then
Also,
they remember they've been here forever.
The characters, like even Uncle Howard, they're playing like an idyllic version of themselves.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't seem like the Uncle Howard we just saw for the past hour and a half. Even beyond like learning a lesson, they are like this, almost like a satirized version of the actual.
But if you mean they learned their lesson, okay.
Did they?
What? Yeah, and first of all, did they? It didn't even seem like even when shit was going down, they were learning anything because they didn't have time. They weren't like, man, I really wish we had enjoyed more time together. The cousins never became like friendly throughout the whole ordeal. So like, what lesson did they learn?
The one thing that I'm interested in too is, and I think this lends itself more to the first theory because I agree with you, is Omi's reaction. She doesn't have the reaction of like, oh, thank God, Max, you beat this and I couldn't. Yep. She has the reaction like, we fucked up. This is our life forever now.
Why? Yeah, exactly. I don't understand why they would say that the happy ending is the real one, because nothing led me to believe. Like, if he had opened that and it was that ornament from Krampus and the mom like looked at him and gave a smile, or Omi gave a smile like, hey, I know what you did. You sacrificed.
Yeah.
You went to Krampus and sacrificed yourself to save everyone. Like, and give him a smile or like a head rub or something, or a wink. That didn't happen.
Tony Collette's reaction when he pulls out the ornament, I think, says, we're trapped here forever.
Yeah.
Now, it is the one thing that kind of leads me to believe maybe they made it out was Krampus. His reaction to Max's tear was kind of interesting.
He was just thirsty. He's been working all day. He hasn't taken any time.
Yeah, no one ever asks, how's Krampus doing?
Yeah.
You know, it's always me.
No.
How can we
Don't kill me.
Don't drop me in the portal to hell.
It's like, no, never ask. I don't know. I think if you want to watch a movie like that, that's definitely ridiculous and absurd, where fucking gingerbread men are shooting nail guns, and tell yourself that the family made it out, I think you're just fooling yourself.
So what are your overall thoughts on the movie? Obviously, it's a roller coaster ride in terms of the genre that it goes through.
Yeah, I absolutely think it wasn't as over the top. It wasn't as campy as I expected, especially when you first sent me the link to the movie. I did like it. I was actually intrigued. I wasn't sure exactly where it was going to go. I really like it, and except because I'm going to tell myself I like the idea that they were all killed, that there was no redeeming moment for the family. And I kind of want to watch it again because I feel like there's a lot more to it, like, little things you might have missed. But I do like that it's, Krampus is a real legend of Christmas in Europe, in Austria and Germany. So I kind of like that idea too, that they played on that.
So if you're listening, Henrik, if you're listening, just get your shit together around Christmas time. Don't write like an angry. Nope. Like I see Krampus visiting a lot of Karens around the holidays.
It's funny to me though. Like, yeah, I would love that. But why? Like, I thought what I really thought at the end of the day was like the way Omi was saved, because he wrote the letter because he was so upset on how everyone was being at Christmas. Like, why did he get punished?
I think it was the fact that he didn't actually send the letter to Santa, meaning that he had basically given up on the Christmas spirit.
Okay. See, that seems a little douchey.
Krampus is definitely not winning, like, nice guy awards. I almost feel like he's very opportunistic. He's like, oh, that means you don't believe in Christmas anymore. You're like, well, maybe.
So wait, if you're like, so I can't have a bad day. You're saying I can't have a bad day.
No, gonna come kill our family. Extended family too, and the dog. What was the dog? Jesus.
Yeah. Did the dog make it out?
No. Max basically led Rosie to her death by opening up the vent. He knew it was gonna happen.
I'm liking the movies that Amazon is telling me to watch because I just watched this.
Yeah, this might fuck up your algorithm. All right, for our legal counsel, Ronnie Cycli, I'm the mayor, Jeff Hornacek, and we are the Bro Force Squad podcast. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. Have a happy holidays. I almost said Halloween because this is essentially a horror
It's
movie.
Thanksgiving. Come on.
That's right. Follow us on Twitter at Bro Force Squad. Type in Bro Force Squad as 3 separate words into Google, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. You'll find all our stuff there. Check out everything we post on our website, broforcesquad.com. Till next time, we need to go write a letter that we rip up and somehow it still gets mailed. I don't know. USPS is that on the ball.
Just can't be windy.
How much did DHL pay to get it?
And what they were on time in that snowstorm.
They did their job. That guy died doing what he loved, delivering packages.